Too Many Hats podcast with your host with the most, Tony and Lavelle. Every morning from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. We also have Queen Watkins with Clock That P. Tune in with us and have a great time. Let's talk about it right here. Too Many Hats podcast.
Good morning, my good people. Top of the morning to you. Happy Monday. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, man. It's your host with the most, man, Tony May. Lavelle Salter. Look, man, when I tell you we had a great time this weekend in spite of the rain. We had a fantastic time this weekend, man. It was beautiful. I mean, everything was lovely, was beautiful, the whole 9 yards. I didn't even upload. I was gonna upload some pictures so I could share them this morning, and I just didn't do it, man. So, but we got some videos, some snippets coming, and videos coming from the actual recording, the live podcast for that day. So just stay tuned. It is coming. I'm working on breaking the videos down now. But we had a good time, man. We really did. And for those of you who did not come, you missed an absolute treat. I'm talking about you missed a treat. You really missed a treat. It was good. Um, Everybody was there, really enjoyed themselves, and that, I think more than anything, that's what really mattered. The fact that people really just had a great time, just just hanging out, networking, sharing with each other. So it was good. So we're gonna jump right on into this show this morning because I think this particular topic has a lot of information worth sharing. Um, and so y'all give me 1 second. Let me set up this because I need to, let's see, I need to set this up. Nope, not that. Uh, yep, that, and that. All right. I should have already did this, but I, um, I'm just really getting um, my area set back up from this past weekend. So, okay. The question is, what are some things um, that should be discussed prior to getting married? What are some things that should be discussed prior to getting married? Like, what should you be talking about with your potential husband or wife before you get married? Uh, because I don't even know. Good morning, Queen. I'm not even sure that this is a thing for people anymore. Um, People are not even having conversations or even really planning out. I don't think they're doing is planning out the marriage itself, like the ceremony, or what we're gonna do, what we're gonna wear, who we're gonna invite. But they don't talk about the important things that leads up to getting married. Yeah, Queen says kids, past relationship traumas, goals. Good morning, brother. So I
Man,
think
I had to sit
those
all
are
these stuff
those
up
are
and
very
lost.
important. But what about your finances as well? Uh, y'all ain't even talked about the finances. Like he got a 520 credit score, you got a 400 credit score, and y'all finna get married. And y'all ain't even talked about how we gonna navigate through that. Good morning, Miss Alfreda. I got something for you, Miss Alfreda. I need to get to you. I forgot to bring you to church yesterday. So what is it, you know, that you should be talking about prior to getting married? And the kids, talking about the kids, if there are kids in a relationship, or one person has kids and one person does not have kids, or past relationship traumas, things that trigger you in those relationships or whatever. So I think goals, like Queen said, whatever goals that you have, so you could try to help each other try to accomplish those goals. So I think those are good things. I think the financial piece is really, really big, because a lot of times, we never really talk to people about, or talk to our potential mate about the financial aspect. We may talk about how much money we got in the bank, but we don't necessarily discuss the credit part of it, or we don't really discuss how many bills we got. You know, you got 16 credit cards. I don't know you have 16 credit cards, right? And we jump out there and get married now. I got to pay 16 credit card and then you started charging and adding to them. So, these are things that, we have to consider and think about when we're talking about um, getting married. I think with the kids situation, as Queen said, with the children, if it's a blended family, you're talking about, the blended family. Hopefully, you guys have already introduced the kids to each other, and y'all ain't just planning on having a blended family, and y'all ain't even talked about the kids and the kids situation. If the kids gonna live with y'all, you know, if we buy a house, we got how much room we gonna need. So are we talking about buying a house? Are we gonna live in an apartment? Are we gonna live in a condo? I mean, are we gonna, what we gonna do? So I think those are a lot of things um, that people have to really, really talk about prior to getting married. And you never want to just jump out there, because to be honest with you, I got married when I was 23. I was 23 years old. So that was a lot of stuff that I necessarily I didn't really think about. Um, and then I guess the good thing about it is we were so young that neither one of us had had like a lot of credit and all that stuff. So we were so young. We just kind of developed that over a period of time. So and both of us was broke. So we ain't had no money because we both was broke. So we didn't really have to really talk about the money. Yep, Rodney said spending and saving habits. I definitely agree. Because if you got one person that's spend thrifty, and then you got another person that's ain't no ceiling, I'm just going to buy what I want because I work, then that's going to lead to some financial issues and probably some arguments along the way. And so these are things like you should be talking about, like what kind of spending habits, buying habits you got. And if you're marrying a woman that likes to shop, and she's saying, "Oh, I'm gonna continue to shop," I mean, you got to say, "Hey, well, we're gonna have to come up with you a budget, a monthly budget, and we can't exceed that budget." And then if she tell you, "Nah, I'm gonna spend what I want to make, you gonna pay all the bills," I'm gonna see. Yeah, that's why you need to have a conversation, because you enter into these relationships and marriages, and you ain't communicated what you guys need from each other or what you're looking for, and then you run into all of these issues. And boy, when they tell you the first 5 years of if you can make it through the first 5 years of your marriage, you can make it. Ain't no lie. That ain't no joke. If you make it through the first 5 years of your marriage, you can make it. Because those are the toughest times I'm talking about. And I think that's because you're really, especially if you guys hadn't lived together. Now you're living together. You seeing all each other bad habits. You seeing how he picking his nose, picking his butt, fart, walking around the house. You see how she look when she wake up in the morning. You know, all these kind of things. And so it's like, wow, you know. And so all of this stuff takes some getting used to. So the first 5 years, you're learning each other, and you should be growing, and so that's kind of like a test of the will. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't throw in the towel, because that, I mean, I talked about, you know, my own transparency and relationship, how, you know, I was ready to throw in the towel, you know, and I really didn't give it a chance. And it wasn't until I went and talked to my mom. My mom said, marriage is what you make it. If you know, if you're gonna just, you know, throw the towel in at the first, and it wasn't even no issues. I just was like, I ain't ready for it. She was like, man, go sit your ass
It's crazy.
down. So you know, you really have to really have these discussions about before you get married. Don't wait till after you get married and then you want to start having all these discussions and stuff, because that's, boy, that woo-wee. And I think that's why it's important too to go have counseling before you get married, because a lot of preachers or counselors, whoever that you talk to, whether it's a marriage therapist or whatever, prior to give, they're gonna share these things with you. They're gonna share, have y'all talked about the family? Have y'all talked about the blended family? How that's gonna work, the space? Have y'all talked about buying a house or spending habits or all of these things? So Rodney says joint or separate banking, bill separation, who pays what, or bills being paid from one account. Yep, it's important, because you know, a lot of people now believe in, you got your account, I got my account. I'm gonna pay these bills, you pay those bills. But my household, it didn't work that way. It's our money, and it's all going into one account, and we're gonna use the money to pay bills. And what we got left, we're gonna save some. We're gonna take care of whatever extra needs we want or wants we want, travel, whatever, and we do it that way. But I know every household does not operate that same way, and every household won't operate that same way. But for me, that's cool. And then you got to see who's better with managing the money and paying the bills and all that stuff. We tried it both ways, and it just, you know, I was better at taking care of the bills and handling and doing all that. So, you know, sometimes a woman be better than that. Some men don't even want to deal with it. They just come home and say, here's the check. I put the check in the bank, or this deposited, and then the woman give him his, you know, whatever money, go out there and do his beer, get his cigarettes, and do his little thing, and then, you know, you have to budget for those things. Mel Max, a good morning, and we back. Happy Monday. Yes. Rodney said child rearing. Can the man discipline your children and vice versa? Yep. See, that's good stuff, man. Like, that you really need to be talking about prior to getting married. You don't ever want to jump into a marriage and you ain't had no all y'all done talked about is what the wedding ceremony gonna look like. How many thousands of groomsmen and thousands of bridesmaids we gonna have? What venue? What expensive venue we gonna have it at? Oh, where we gonna get the cake from? Who's gonna make my dress? What are the grooms gonna wear? What are the bridesmaids gonna wear? You know, are we gonna have, what kind of flowers we gonna have it? Are we gonna have flower girls and ring bearers? And that's all y'all want to talk about. And you miss all of the real stuff that you need to talk about prior to getting married. I think if you talk about all the real stuff and you plan it out. So I guess a good question would be, like, if you say, hey, we want to get married, how soon do you actually get married? Do you say, hey, we're gonna get married and we're gonna get married a month from now, 2 months from now? Or do you take the time, talk about it, iron out all of the details in terms of your relationship, where we're gonna do, where we're gonna live, what house, what car, what, you know? Do you talk about all that stuff first, and then when you get all that out the way, you say, okay, well, we're gonna save for a year, and we're gonna put this money in this account and save for a year to pay for the wedding, and we gonna, you know. So how do you navigate through that aspects of it? That's another discussion in itself.
Well, for myself, honestly, me and Don, we was actually living at mama house when we was dating, and my dad called us. He's like, "I need to talk to you and Don." I'm like, "For what? What we do?" There's none. I'm in the house. I need to talk to y'all. So we got to the house over there in Westwood. He said, "So when y'all get married?" I was like, "After Don get through with school, da 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 da, yada 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 yada." He said, "Are y'all saved?" I'm like, "Yes, sir." So y'all Christians? I'm like, "Yes, sir." And he said, "Y'all ain't living by faith." He said, "When I married your mama," he said, I had some clothes, she had some clothes, and we all had it in one suitcase. So he said, God gonna honor you when you move by faith." I said, "Okay." Me and Don talked about it, set the date, and honestly, I have to say, as crazy as it sounds, based upon the conversation we currently having, like planning and think you ought to talk about this, and the third, we thought we were doing the right thing, but literally, bro, like when we got married, favor came.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I tell you the story where she said, when we get married, you're gonna get a new job, you're gonna get you a car, and we're gonna get a new house, and we're gonna have a baby. And it literally happened in that order. So I just would not. I got the job at Rentway.
Hey man, why your video? You look better today.
Nigga, I always look good. Stinky booty ass little boy. Shit. I'm sorry. I don't know. I just sit this stuff so fast, Doc, because shoot,
Me too.
I was gonna do it last night, but Danielle and my partner Peanut and her boyfriend came over and we had a whole session, Doc. So next thing I know, I was in the bed asleep.
Now, Joseph, this is a good point too, Joseph. He said, but don't think the discussions you decide to have will stop those issues from coming. The prior discussions just help set a foundation you can come back to. Exactly. And I think you'll be, that's why I said the first 5 years of your marriage, if you can get through that, you can get through the rest of the marriage. But if just having those discussions prior to don't mean that they won't happen. It's just you'll be better prepared if the situation arises again. You'll be better prepared. So I definitely agree with that. Queen says the family background needs to be talked about. Tell me who crazy and who not. You gonna run them off? Ain't nobody get married.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, I mean, I think you should be talking about the family dynamics. The fact that we're gonna be keeping mama and daddy and sisters and brothers and all them out of our relationship, our marriage.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen so many marriages being ruined because the in-laws or family members won't stay out, or they won't allow them, they won't shut them out of their marriage.
Mm-hmm.
That's my mama though. That's my daddy though. But this our marriage though.
I mean, Dawn mama live with us. We don't have those issues because she got her own little quarter down there, and she do her little thing and have a little situation. She don't get in our business. And we have to even remind her to tell her this. Hey, you live here too. This is your house. She feel like,
but y'all situation was kind of set up almost like that damn near from the start, because y'all live with her, so she already understood that whole dynamic anyway. But when you have a person who's a mama's boy or a daddy's girl, and dad always tell, like early in my relationship, my wife's mom was always trying to control everything that happened at our house. I mean, everything. And I finally called her one day, like early on, and I said, look, when she lived with you, I respected your rules. If you said have her home by 11, I had her home by 11. If you said don't do this, don't do that, I respected whatever your rules when she lived with you. She no longer lives with you. She with me. We together. And you don't control my house. I just told her. And she might have been a little mad about it, but man, I think over a period of time, man, like I gained her respect over a period of time.
absolutely.
Because I stood on business, and we moved that way.
Mm-hmm.
Queen said that part. She said everybody family dynamic not like that. Some mothers act as if their son is the man, and to live with that. Yeah, it's yeah, and that's why I say you can't allow your overbearing, overprotective mother to run your household. You know, if you gonna get married, your wife comes first. If you're gonna get married, your husband comes first, not your dad and not your mama, your brothers and sisters.
Mm-hmm.
Don't make me go biblical. Don't make me go get scripture. Don't make me get scripture now. Rodney said, who is the better cook? Who is neat or is messy? Need to find that out. I kick my shoes out by the recliner. All I know is two messy people is gonna make for a real nasty house.
Mm-hmm.
I do know that. If somebody ain't now with me and Monica, like we ain't no like Monica got a cousin. When I tell you her house be like everything in this place spotless, but the girl every day cleaning, dusting, wiping, shooting, moving. I'm like every day. Her house is immaculate. And we're not like that. Like we keep a clean house, we keep it everything neat, but every now and then we're gonna have to pick up some stuff and dust.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but neither one of us, like Monica can't stand if I come in to set some stuff out of place and it's there too long, she gonna say, can you put that up? That's getting on my nerves.
Mm-hmm.
Or she'll put it up. And I don't like when she put it up because we don't never know where it's at when she put it up. So
what you doing?
So yeah, you just got to have these conversations prior to getting married. You can't jump into these marriages, bro, not having conversations about what it is y'all plan to do, how y'all gonna navigate through it. It's not just about the wedding ceremony. I mean, I think that's important once you've discussed all these other issues about the children, where we're gonna live, what about our finances, how many bills you got, let's try to, cause if you really sit down and talked about it, right, and you say, oh, I got this many bills, I got this many bills. Well, look, let's try to get together with our money to pay off all these bills. So when we get married, we don't start off with all these bills too. Because the marriage itself gonna create another bill for you.
Absolutely.
If it depending on how some of y'all move. Some of y'all navigate, boy, y'all navigate. Y'all gotta have $150,000, $200,000 wedding. Never. I don't even think if I was rich, I would spend $150,000 on a wedding. Well, I'm lying. Because if it's my daughter getting married, and I want her to have the best wedding ever, if that's how she wanted, and it costs $150,000, I probably would pay it if I was rich. But if she come to me right now, Dad, I'm getting married, I want you to pay for my wedding, I'm gonna say, you got $15,000. You better come up with the rest. You got $15,000. That's it. You got to come up with the rest. So yeah, I mean, and I think that's generous.
Yeah.
Ooh, man. So the question is, again, what are some of the things that should be discussed prior to you getting married? What are some of the things that should be discussed prior to you getting married? Yeah, Queen, that's a hell of a amount. For me. And that's max. That ain't the minimum, that's the maximum.
Right.
So I'm hoping it come in about 5. Joe said, hey, that's one thing to discuss, how to handle family drama. because there will be family issues. How does your spouse deal with parents and sibling relationships? Yep. Likes and dislikes. Yep.
Hmm.
See, all these things are important, but these are all the things like I'm telling y'all that people just do not talk about. And if they're not going to some type of counseling or some form of counseling doing, before they get married, you gonna have a lot of arguments, a lot of fights because y'all ain't talked about stuff. And she gonna be hollering, I ain't know you did all that. And he gonna be hollering, I ain't know you did all that.
Hmm.
Like Queen said, habits, smoker, drinker, pill popper, preacher.
Crazy, dog.
No, Queen. Robert Fouché says finance is separate account of one, budgeting. Yep, we talked about that, Robert. Retirement, Social Security. Damn, Rodney, you didn't jump straight to retirement. They just let them begin their life first.
But man, now in this economy now, doc, where we dealing
But I
with the
think,
orange dude, shit, you might need to
yeah,
have
but
that conversation.
I think retirement and Social Security and 401k and all that stuff. I think, at some point you do have that conversation, but it might not be necessarily before marriage. Before marriage. Monica says, morning, discuss financial. If it's split, that's a roommate. I'm not saying pay all the bills. I don't agree with all that. That's we put all our money in one pot. That's how my house is now. Y'all can do what y'all want in y'all household, but all our money go in one pot, and we ain't never had an issue. All our bills paid. We travel. We go. We want to go do what we want to do. She still get her nail done, hair done, buy shop. Like, yeah. LOL, some people can't deal with being the first lady. Gotta let her know.
Lord, dear.
Robert Fouché said, may sound foul, but frequency of sex must be discussed for him. Yeah, but hopefully, you've already kind of tested the waters and kind of already been going there and kind of know what your partner is like. Unless you just one of those people that said we're not having sex before marriage, then that's different. But most of the people probably already tested waters and kind of know what that's like. Robert says not a schedule, but get an understanding.
Right.
Hey, we actually had somebody at the event Saturday that said her husband told her he didn't like to be on no sex schedule, like be on no schedule to have sex. He had to schedule time to make sex with her. And so I asked her, I said, did you have him on the schedule? And she said, yeah.
That's
She
an
said,
obligation.
I told him, yeah, let me tie. Go out there and get it from somebody else. I said, what? Oh my God. What up, brother-in-law? Monica Ingram said, I agree. That's what I'm saying. I said if it's a split, yeah. It changes after I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think later on, I don't think it changes right when you say I do, but later on down the line, especially after the woman starts to have children and all that stuff, I think the sex sometimes does go down. Like you gotta almost like, yeah. Not necessarily before marriage, but start putting away money early for retirement is better than later, yeah. I mean, if you're on the job, you probably got a retirement anyway. So if you work, I'm hoping you got a job before you get married, before you say I do. I hope you got a job before you say I do, a business or something that's earning some income.
Clarence, you right up there, doc? You don't made it to the house. You okay? You was drifting a little bit when I left there, doc.
What up, Darren? Yeah, man, look, I like to see people have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
I love to see people have a good time. And at the event, they had a good time. And my brother-in-law had an overly good time.
Yeah,
He had an
you
overly good time. He said, "Yes, sir." He said, "I was lit."
literally, you was literally, dog. You was on fire.
Bro, I have no like I'm done. Like this boy is crazy. Monica did a great job too. Monica Ingram said never a schedule, no fluffing the pillows, no cutting the light. Oh hell, oh hell no, be submissive and stay submissive whenever, wherever, etc. See, yeah, what I'm talking about. You need to teach all these ladies that, Monica. Somebody had to do it. And you did it, bro. You definitely did it. All right, man. Let's pop this pop that. You get boy back here, you got me pop that. Let's clock that tea with my girl Queen Watkins, man.
Y'all know what time it is. Put them phones down.
Come on,
Fingers
Regina.
up. It's time to clock that tea with your girl Queen Watkins. I hope y'all are having an amazing morning. But y'all know what time it is. It's time to clock that tea. Have y'all seen the story of a man that divorced his wife because they had an ugly baby? Yeah, let's talk about it. So a boy was saying that they've been married since 2012 and he's been so happy until his wife had their baby. Now, when she had the baby, he's looking at the baby like, this baby don't look like you or me. This is an ugly baby. This couldn't be my baby. So he decided to tell his wife, like, who you cheating on me with? Who baby is this? Because it's not mine. So the wife was like pleading and letting him know, like, no, this is your child. Don't say it's not your child. I'm not cheating on you, blase, blase. Oh boy wasn't going for it. So she finally told the truth and told him that she had $100,000 worth of cosmetic surgery before she met him. And so he decided he wanted to take old girl and sue her. So he took her to court and sued her. And I'm guessing it's because he thought she was a catfish. I guess because he didn't really marry the real her. He married the cosmetic her. But at the same time, it ain't like the cosmetics will fall off and you will see who she previously was, because she did show him a picture of who she previously was. And the baby looked just like her from that picture, right? But kids grow out of that. You know, sometimes when kids are born, they look a little different, right? And they grow out of those looks sometimes. But anywho, he took her to court and he sued her and he won. He got $120,000. Like, I don't understand it, because it's women out here getting their nose done, different eyes, like different color eyes, getting their lips injected, cheeks injected, ass injected, boobs injected, all this. So you telling me if any woman have cosmetic surgery and the man didn't know about it previously, that he can sue them and they can win? Oh, baby, that's diabolical. That's very diabolical. Like, you didn't marry this woman. So you telling me you're going to divorce her because of how she looked in her past? That's what you're going to do? Because that's still your baby. So what are you going to do with the child? You going to forget about the child too? Because they not, appealing to your eye right now? Dang. I don't know, y'all.
Man, that's false advertisement, bro.
All right, y'all. That's all the tea that I have. Make sure you tune in to 2 Minute Hats Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. sharp. And don't forget to stay tuned for your girl, Queen Watkins. Clock that tea. Y'all have a blessed day. Bye.
This so crazy because I don't know how her clock the tea always kind of line up with what we talking about. Like, I don't even understand it. Like, great minds just think alike, I guess. But so we talking about having these conversations before you get married. I think that's something you disclose to somebody. I've had $100,000 worth of cosmetic surgery before I met you.
Yep. It's gonna, because after a while, it's gonna show up Even though she got pregnant, but eventually that ugly gonna come out.
I think you definitely got to have. If you used to be a dude and you're a woman now, you need to. That's a conversation need to be had before.
Did you watch the video, Tony? Did you watch the video?
Nah. You need to be talking about this thing.
Doc.
Having children, because again, this baby could have looked like her when before the surgery. Before all this $100,000 worth of plastic surgery, cosmetic surgery.
When I say the lady looked like night and day, she who he married, he loved. Who he found out who she was, like, who the hell is that?
Wow. See, that's crazy.
This dead ass wrong right there, Doc.
So and so, like, you should be talking about the standards you have prior to, like, what standards you both have, what kind of standards we have, how we're gonna live. And then, is there such thing as do women have double standards? Do men have double standards?
Sometimes I believe it just depends on the individual.
Let's see.
You got no volume.
In attractiveness, what does that make him?
Scrub.
And if a woman brings nothing to the table but great sex and great looks, is she the same scrub?
Well, it all depends.
If a man takes somebody's life, what does that make him?
A murderer.
If a woman takes somebody's life, what does that make him? Her.
A murderer.
Let's go a little bit deeper, right? If a man is 500 pounds, what is he?
Overweight.
Obese.
No, I'm not asking you.
Okay.
We're talking here. If a man is 500 pounds, what is he?
He's overweight.
And if a woman is 500 pounds, what is he?
She's overweight.
If a woman eats a vagina, what is she?
Disgusting. That makes her a dyke.
And if a man sucks a penis, what is he?
He's gay, homo.
And is the woman the same thing?
Yeah.
So let's go back to the top, because we got to do this. I got to walk y'all through this, right? So if a man offers nothing but great sex and attractiveness, he's a what again?
He's a scrub.
And if a woman offers the exact same thing, then what is she?
She's trying to figure it out. See,
Wow.
let me know.
If a man brings nothing to the table but great sex and attractiveness, what does that make him?
What the hell? Oh, let me get to these comments, man. Rodney talking about that schedule. Rodney said 5:30 cut the grass, 6:30 dinner, 8:30 knock the boots. LOL. Yeah, he on a real schedule. Darren says he should start the Ugly Baby Foundation.
Damn.
Ugly ass baby. Yes, great minds think alike, Queen. Yes. Alfreda said she was wrong for that. She should have told that man, ain't that right, Miss Alfreda? She should have absolutely, positively told that man she had $100,000 worth of cosmetic surgery. Yes, she should have told him that. And showed that original picture. Darren said if the hands and the neck doesn't match, you must detach. If the hands and the neck doesn't match, you must detach. That's funny as hell. You must detach. Wow.
Tony, let's go watch the video. You got to see the video. Watch this. Look at this lady.
Oh, shit.
We pull the video up. This is horrible.
Oh, man. I'm over here crying. Marcus said, stop it. Some people are beautiful on the outside and tore up on the inside. I'm just saying. And man, she was probably tore up on the outside if she had $100,000 worth of cosmetic surgery. She was toe up from the flow up.
Check it out, Doc.
Let's go. Let's go.
Said he married a beautiful woman and he was so pleased with himself. He said the relationship was perfect until she got pregnant and gave birth to their daughter. And he took one look at that child and said, "That's not mine." He thought the little girl was ugly and she didn't look like either one of them. So he immediately confronted his wife, asking her if she had been cheating. His wife started crying and pleading with him, saying, "No, that's your baby." And he was like, "No way." And then she finally admitted the truth. She confessed that before she met him, she
Hold on,
had
let me
$100,000 worth
stop
of
this.
platinum.
Look at that, bro. Can I make it even bigger? Look at that, Doc. This
Man.
two different people.
It's they close a little bit.
Hell no.
They look like her ugly brother. They look like her ugly brother on the left. That just look like her ugly brother on the left.
She wrong, dog. Ain't no way in the hell. That's dead wrong, bro. You supposed to told me that, man. I don't marry a whole different woman. She look like she got a mask on. That's how they be doing. They be catfishing with them fielders, Doc.
My God.
They wrong, though.
But Frida said, "My God, my God, my God, why hast thou forsaken me?"
Man, look.
That's what you get after the morning, after the club, man. Class, that's
She had already had the surgery when they got married. He liked her the way that she looked. He wouldn't. He probably wasn't gonna be attracted to her before their surgery.
so why not share that? I'm pretty sure he probably went and looked at her mom and dad, and he was looking at her and said, "Damn, man, yo,
That's a good point too, though.
You
That's nice thing to
pretty,
do.
your mom and daddy, God, dog." He probably said, "Was like, was you adopted or something? Was you adopted, baby?" Hey man, look, I'm finna step out for 1 second. I'm finna see if these videos, cause I want to show y'all something. Man.
Oh Lord.
So talk about the Easter egg hunt right quick.
All right. Oh my God. Man, I'm crying. I can't talk about it. You took all the stuff out. When you left with it. What Miss Phyllis say? He should have left her though. He shouldn't have left her though, and sued her. Man, come on now, man. I don't agree with that, man. Because that's like false advertising. That's like going to buy something, and they say do this and do that and do this and da 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 da, and then when you buy it, it don't work like it's supposed to work. That's false advertising. I'm sorry. I don't give a damn what you say. He wrong. I don't care how your baby looks. It's yours. I can understand him being upset with her. Come on now, man. Y'all, I can't. Yeah, you don't marry this woman. You thinking you marry this woman and she look a certain way. No, that ain't right. That's not right. That mean everything about y'all marriage was not real. You should have told me that in the beginning. And if I made that decision to marry you, then I did that. But you don't. You literally did what you done. You knew what you had done. No, I'm sorry. Something with a BBL, and when you hit it, same difference. That's the same difference. That's like you marry a chick, and you know what I'm saying, and she let me see, can I find this Easter egg something? You marry a chick, and she don't have a good BBL done. You can't hardly really tell it's hers, and then you find out the fact that it wasn't her butt. Same thing to me. Bro, I know this wrong, but I have been to the lady's house. She sent pictures first, But when I knocked on the door, the answer was not what the picture showed. Yeah, that's wrong, bro. I'm sorry. You can't do no shit like that.
I don't know what this gonna look like, y'all, but
No, he is right. But not to disown the child. No, I'm sorry. Cause look, I get it. But anyway, I respect y'all opinion, but I'm sorry. I'm gonna be out. That's your baby. That's not my baby. You have it.
so I wanted to share a couple of snippets from the show from Saturday, man. This thing actually created. I don't even know what the snippets look like, but it went through our whole video AI and it named the segment of the videos and everything. So I have no idea what these look like, y'all, or what they. But I'm finished.
Oh damn.
I'm a person that I think, as it relates to children being introduced in any situation, that it has to organically happen. Because if you're trying to force a child, that his dad
That's
over
what
here
we
in the
do.
ear telling him something, or his mama over here in the ear
It's just
telling him
jumping
something,
all over the
go
video.
there
I don't
telling
know
him
why
what
it's
they
doing it.
doing over there. If you try to force the relationship, it's gonna be horrible. You have to let those things organically take place.
All right.
Somebody and you have sex on the first date, one night stand, whatever it is, do you think that
The
you would be
volume
able to
really
take
low
that
too.
person serious and date them after that? Or is this just something you just like?
I don't even date.
I can speak for myself.
I don't even date, and I think if like we grown folk in here, right?
Yeah,
We all grown, right? Sometimes sex is a vibe. Like Monk said, I don't know what the vibe is, but sometimes having sex with somebody is just a vibe. Like you vibe with somebody, it's a chemistry thing. Chemistry going on in sex. So I wouldn't necessarily, even if I was off the market and dating, on the market and dating, I wouldn't even like. That wouldn't be a thing for me, like a time period for sex. Like if the woman wasn't ready, it wouldn't be something I'd be pushing. But it wouldn't be like I walking into a relationship saying, okay, I got 3 months and 6 days before I can have sex with this woman. No, I'm just saying, like, if it organically happens, it happens.
But also you have to be careful because it's a spiritual bond that you're having. And because a lot of times
let's keep it a buck.
Hold on, wait a minute.
I like that snippet.
To your question is what our community run from. When I say our community, the black community, is therapy. Like people think seeking out for help and getting therapy is just the worst thing in the world. You don't want to talk to a stranger about your problems, whatever the case may be. But let's put it in perspective, right? You go to the doctor, right? You get a checkup, right? You talk to a stranger about what your sickness is. Somebody got to check you in. What's the difference with somebody talking about your mental health? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like our community run from the therapy sessions that they need to get to heal and try to grow.
That was good.
I like that. I wish the audio was a little bit better. We work on that next time.
Yeah, but it was still good. I mean, you can understand clearly, and then it had the words across the bottom.
Yeah.
So AI actually generated it from our whole video. So that was just a couple of clips. Man, it had about 50 clips, bro. So we got a
Oh, you
bunch of
talking about an hour and a half worth of content.
almost 2 hours.
Almost 2 hours.
Yep. All right,
Right.
so let's get back to these comments. We pick women for their looks because of how our offspring would look. I don't. Well, maybe you do. I probably wouldn't have not did that. That was before Catfish was out. No, he definitely got catfished.
Nigga, that was the ultimate catfish.
He got married catfished.
Yeah, man.
I think the conversation could have been had, but I also think his decision and reaction to the child was very vain.
How? Come on. How y'all? I can't get that one. I'm sorry. I'm not with none of y'all. Because here it is, you a man and you done been in all these relationships.
Now my child is my child.
No, hold on, let me get through what I'm saying. So here it is, you married the woman of your dreams. When you see this woman, you gonna fall in love with her, y'all don't date it, In your mind, You said when I get married, I'm gonna have children. So your whole thought about your family gonna look. You already got this image in your head and your thought process. You may not necessarily say it, but then all of a sudden, this woman that you done married that look like she look, and then you have a baby with her, and the baby don't look like none of y'all, and you like something ain't right. She better be glad he didn't kill her. That was wrong, bro. On every side. I'm
Well,
sorry.
I think that's a bit extreme, but
Man.
I believe the conversation should have been had, and even if it didn't, him taking it out on the baby, like I don't agree with that. I definitely don't agree, because at the end that's still his blood, ugly baby. And then, like Monica said, who the hell gave you the power to determine who's ugly and who's cute? Hell, you might deem yourself handsome, and a woman might think you look like a gremlin.
That's still wrong, bro.
And I'm just saying, it is a lot of people out here that think they handsome, and the women think they beautiful and cute, and they look like the bottom of somebody's shoe. But they look good to somebody, just not to me.
That wasn't right, bro. That wasn't
Now
right.
y'all got this ugly ass baby running around. People only compliment how nice the stroller looks. This boy crazy. I mean, like Quita said, sometimes when these babies come out, they do be a little peculiar looking.
Yeah, I mean the baby have to come into himself. But when the baby born out the gate, like you like, nigga, who is this? Nigga, I ain't what the hell?
Nah. Like, I mean, if we needed to do a DNA test, we could run the DNA test. But I mean, I'm not gonna like say, let me just take it out on the baby and say, no, let me get the DNA test. When I find out my baby is my baby, but I'm still gonna question her and be like, what is it? Like, who does the baby look like? It says, I mean, it's my blood, but who does the baby look like? And then she showed me the picture. Oh, I had $100,000 of cosmetic surgery. I might take care of the baby still and love on my baby, but you got to go because you deceived me.
No, she can have it. She can have that baby, dog. That baby hug. I'm good. I don't want that damn baby.
Look.
I'm sorry.
No, bro, you can't take it out of the baby, bro.
No, I want that ain't. I'm not the dad. That's your baby.
Nah.
You
I
just,
deleted my comment out of respect.
you just basically use me for what they call this stuff. You just use me for my sperm. What you call it? I'm good.
Well, hell, apparently your gene wasn't strong enough if the baby came out ugly looking like her. So, hey.
Yeah, it ain't my baby. I'm
Queen
sorry.
said, yeah, taking it out on the baby, I can't agree. The baby didn't actually be here, just like the NBA player that did not want rights to his child. Them kids don't actually be here. Yep. Rodney said, you're going to feel some type of way if you marry Redbone Monica and the baby come out looking like Dark Chocolate Pressure, then say I spent $100K on plastic surgery. I mean, if it's my baby, if that's my seed and the test says that's your baby, that's my baby.
I'm good. That ain't my damn baby. You can have him, her. Go ahead. I can have some more children, but you can have that one. I'm good. We gonna.
Monica said, "Lil Tony and Tay were peculiar looking babies." She said that, but my baby was pretty. I don't know what the hell she talked about. But
all I know is, old girl, that Chinese lady, Vietnamese, whatever she was, that's her baby. That ain't mine. Billie Jean is not my love. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
I'm on. Hey, look, I'm standing on beating on that one, man. For real. Where them things at? Hell no, Paul. We ain't gonna do that.
Oh my God. Bill, you doing too much. Monica said you doing too much.
I'm just. I look. God love the truth. I don't want the damn baby because you deceived me. You was the devil himself. Hell no.
He said, no, that means she did all the work.
You need to live with your consequences. You catfished me. You did me wrong. You could have told me that in the beginning. I gotta live with this for the rest of my life. Hell no. I'm finna starting all over again. It's gonna be rough. But you can have that baby.
All right, man. Check this out before we get out of here.
All the stuff gone too, man. When you went out, They started talking about the baby thing, and I ain't go get the picture.
What
The
picture?
video with me. Or the Easter egg stuff. Because when you went out, it knocked everything out.
Oh, okay. Let me do the Easter egg thing right quick. All right. So y'all make sure y'all bring them cheerings out. Make sure y'all bring them cheerings out next Saturday, not this coming Saturday, but next Saturday. Bring them cheerings out to the David Cons Park, the Blue Cross Blue Shield, right there on Whitehaven Lane in Whitehaven. We're gonna have a big Easter egg hunt. We'll be out there giving out Easter eggs and live music and face paint, all this stuff. So we're gonna have a really good time. Make sure y'all bring them cheers now. Y'all ain't got nothing to do. Act like you got something to do. You got something to do now. Come on out here to the park from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Look, you ain't gonna be out there all day. Couple of hours, come out there, have a good time, listen to some music, eat you a hot dog, and take your butt home. All right. So now we are and I know everybody might not be good. I'll try to push it out on April the 25th. Make sure that I got the date right. On April the 25th.
Yeah, what you said. And I ain't got nothing. I ain't booked. Praise the God.
And don't book nothing.
Nigga, money come first, dog. I gotta pay the bill.
Don't book nothing.
If somebody call and say they finna pay me $600, I see y'all at in the next event. Because bowling ain't gonna pay no bills. I love y'all. I feel the same way about that baby.
On April the 25th, from 7 to 9:30, y'all. Y'all always talk about we need to get together. We need to get together. We're gonna get together at the bowling, Strike Zone Bowling at Alley in Mississippi, South Haven, Mississippi. We're gonna get together from 7 to 9:30. We ain't finna be there all day. Queen, get there on time.
She ain't gonna be on time.
Get there at 6:45.
She's not gonna be there on time.
Not 7:30. 6:45, so you can be on time, because she won't be on time for nothing.
Tony, thank you for the pep talk. We've been doing it for a while. She ain't gonna be on time.
Queen, get there on time so we can get a lane bowl. Don't be showing up. And if y'all got kids, whatever, bring your kids out. You know, if you want to bring your kids out to bowl.
Queen, you ain't got to dollar out. Look, just put some jeans and t-shirt on and hat. You ain't got to get all. We going bowling. We ain't finna go to no fast show.
Yeah. So y'all act. So we keep getting together. So that's what we doing. Strike Zone Bowling. Y'all put it on the calendar, April the 25th. We're just gonna hang out for a couple hours and fellowship and bowl, and throw my back out. Ooh.
Next time I go to Sock and Tequila, dog, it had to be for lunch because this shit was loud as hell. My ears ringing still from Friday.
This guy said we need to go to Sake versus Tequila.
No, I'm good.
Ryder said tell Queen hubby. Yeah, he might be late too. Can I bring my old man, baby? Yeah, you bring your baby, bring your cheerings. Y'all doing way too much on my girl Queen. She do be late. Yeah, Queen be late. Queen, look. Queen be late.
Inbox and said, what time y'all gonna be at the building? Monica said between 10 and 10:30. I got there like at 10:15. It was
still showed up at 11:15.
She the one that sent the message. So she inboxed her like she wanted to be at the building then. Hell.
Not next Saturday, not this Saturday. It's 2 Friday. It's after next Saturday, that Friday, the 25th, Mel. This is just the 7th. Mel, she acting slow today. It ain't even on the Saturday, it's on a Friday. 25th on a Friday.
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about?
Mel done put something in her coffee this morning.
Man, it's Mel been drinking, doing something. Anywho, that's all we have for y'all today, man. We hope you enjoyed the show today, man. It's your host with the most, Tony Mays, Lavelle Salter. Lavelle, pray us on out of here, my guy.
I didn't get to give no thanks, man, for Saturday. You did a whole video without me, and I feel some kind of way. My feelings hurt. You mentioned
I added you to the video. That was from both of us.
Okay, then. My feelings hurt. I want to say thank you together. I'm just playing. Oh, I played so much today. I guess I feel good then. But listen, I want to thank you, Tony, because you was adamant, regardless of what was going on, what was happening, that you made sure that event was gonna go off. Live, sink, die, swim, and for what we pulled off in the midst of a storm,
In the middle of a storm.
and all the production and everything. I'm talking about when I went out and came back in that first time, how the screens and everything looking, how everything. I'm like, damn, we did this shit for real. It was dope, bro. I'm just gonna say that everybody that was there has said we got to do it again soon.
I don't even think I had a video, man, or a picture of the whole scene. Like, it was nice.
I think Queen did a couple of videos. I think she's the social media guru. But bro, like it was dope. Like it was like I was a part of it, but I wasn't a part of it when I walked back in the door. I was like, this is dope. So, man, big shout out to all the volunteers, everybody that helped, man. Thank for Monica, man, for doing everything she did. Tasia, man, all three of y'all, Queen, man, y'all, it was dope. It was real dope, and I can't wait to do it again. Damien Pick, man, I'm so glad I hit him up at the last minute. He was the he was the pastor, preacher, deacon on the panel.
He added that flavor to it. He had that flavor to the show.
And then Bree came in there. She just, Lord Jesus, her and Boss was just totally out of control. But
Renee and Boss, they was full of that oil. Man, shout out to our bartender Tasia. Tasia was on point, man, bringing the drinks, keeping the drinks flowing to the people on the stage.
Yeah, Mona was in the back. Y'all need a drink? Y'all need a drink? Sure, most definitely. I kept my cup flowing the whole day though.
So y'all know
I put it in my cup, Doc. I was walking with my cup.
Yeah. Year two, when we do it next year, it's gonna be no comparison. Like no comparison. When we do year two, it's gonna be off the chain.
Well, you saying year two, they want to do something soon in person.
Oh, yeah. Well, now we're gonna do probably in about 5 or 6 months. I want to get with Lavelle. We're gonna plan a party, just a 2-minute hat party.
Oh, no podcasting.
No, just a party, just so we can just party, drink, and just have a good time.
Nah, them folks want to talk. They enjoy the therapy, Doc. They don't want to come no damn party.
No, they said we need to do a party.
All they did was some of the elderly people that was there. They enjoyed it, Doc.
Oh yeah, a lot of them told me that. Yeah, I've gotten all kinds of calls and texts about that. So they definitely want to, man. They was reaching out and said that, like, because I was like, the major anniversaries next year, but and we know we're gonna do some podcasts. We do them every day, so we're gonna do podcasts. But the party part, they want to do a party, throw a party. So we're gonna do it.
I mean, maybe we can do something virtually, and then we can let them know that they can watch, so we can have a single panel on virtual. It had to be a special day, a special night, but it was dope.
Or it could be on a Saturday.
Yeah,
it could be on a Saturday. Like when you don't have a gig, we can set it up and have do the virtual live panel where it can actually be live and everybody can see it.
Yeah, that would be dope.
Yeah,
that would be dope. Yeah. And also, man, I had told Tony. Some of y'all know, and some of y'all don't. But when me and Tony first met, we had started a ministry. When we worked together at Rentway, we started a ministry called SOS Ministries. And I had went to the restroom and came back. I said, Tony, we took SOS to the next level.
Literally. Look, literally.
So SOS became 2 million hats, man. So
what does SOS stand for?
Someone saved.
Someone saved.
Some of the pastors that you see now that's pastoring churches, and some of these young preachers that's pastoring, we allowed them to come to Lake Grove, and Pastor Bobby, rest his soul, let us use the church. We used Mario Grandmama Church. Was it Canaan?
Yep.
On Fridays.
From the church, yeah.
Yep. So yeah, man. Too many memories.
She said she want to do it. Queen said we need to do a party and a panel.
I'm gonna tell you like Monica, you doing too much.
Man, that's a lot. She said, let's
Yeah.
party and panel. No end time, girl.
Yeah. You ain't
You
gonna be
gonna
on
stress
time no
me,
way, so it
you
ain't
gonna
gonna
stress
matter.
me the hell out. Ah. Yeah, but we getting that party together though. That party gonna come. That party coming sooner than y'all think. It's probably gonna be after me and Mark get some of these trips out the way because the summer y'all gonna be we out there. So, but we definitely gonna get the party together. We're gonna do a big party.
And then y'all welcome to kick it with me. I got three nights a week. Wednesday night I'm at Old Dominique. Tuesday I'm at the Genre, and Thursday I'm at Ghost River. So anytime y'all want to come kick it with me, come on out.
Yes, sir.
Every week. So that's it. I think Tony could calm down a little bit and breathe. I thought he gonna have a stroke.
Man, you talking about stress. Man, y'all I was stressed, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
You look better. Don't stress like that no more. I'm gonna have to whoop your ass and put you in the closet or something.
Man,
Get your ass together.
I was stressed out, man.
Oh, on Wednesday I'm at Old Dominique. If you want to come for your birthday, just let me know so we can have the tables and stuff together. So, yep.
All right, come on, pray us out, man. You through getting your thanks out?
I think I am. I thank all y'all, everybody that was there, everybody. Especially, man, I'm sorry, Miss Alfreda and Mr. Esther. Like, man, they literally like move their status up. They the VIP 2 minute hats, bro. I'm sorry.
I've been talking about
no slight on nobody else, bro. But like when I got there that day and they was already there, and then they was bro. Y'all VIP, man.
Yeah,
whatever y'all need us to come and do, man, we come. Period.
I told Monica like Miss Alfreda is like my number one person in the world, bro.
Yeah, they showed up and showed out, and they was adamant about making sure everything was supposed to be.
Didn't ask for nothing.
Man, come on, bro.
Didn't ask for nothing.
We're gonna make whatever we have. Whenever we have something again, we're gonna make sure we honor them, and give them something. I'm gonna make a special mix so they can dance and bump and grind with each other.
Well, that's all right. 2 minute hats. 2 minute hats. We got her a little package coming to her.
No doubt.
We got her a little package. I was supposed to take it to church yesterday, and I forgot. But because I was half out of it. But we got you, Miss Alfreda. We got you.
Yeah, man. Real recognize real.
And it ain't, it's just a small token of our appreciation.
Yeah. We ain't trying to be partial, we really do appreciate it for real. But like when I was standing there talking to Mr. Elster and we, sharing some things, and he was like, man, I'm just what y'all doing, man. It's so nice. I really love it. Thank you for y'all stepping my daughter. And I'm like, man, don't have me up here crying. I don't think I'm a crybaby. I just want to let you know this.
Man, shout out to Mel Mac, man.
Yeah, Mel Mac too, man. Mel Mac.
Mel Mac, man. Mel Mac been down since day one, bro. And been right here with us, bro, grinding, man. Shout out to Mel Mac, man.
Yeah.
And I gave a special shout out to our wives, man. Without Dunn and Monica, bro. Cause this takes a lot of time, energy, efforts, and money that we use our own financial, put our own money into this thing, and we take away from the household when we do that. And man, shout out to them for allowing us to do do what we do and be.
I write all this stuff off on my taxes. For real.
Yeah. That's why we're gonna get together. We're gonna create this foundation, 2 minute head foundation, man. It's 501c3, man. So we
hey, come on, let's go. Let's make it do what it do, dog. For real.
So thank y'all again, though. Thank y'all again.
Monica got something else to say.
Who?
Monica, what she say?
I'm always going go 100 for 1,000 for my baby. But it was super cool for us to step in and do whatever, even to clean up after the event. Man, y'all, boy, I'm talking about they jumped in. Everybody, what you need me to do? Man, we broke that jump down so quick.
Yeah, I was moving. I was on them Horitos, so
Yeah, we broke down. Lavelle was slow, but I stayed till Lavelle took his stuff to the truck.
Yep. But
All right, man. Look, we gotta get out of here, man. We 10 minutes over.
it's all good. It was for a good reason, you know. It's all good. I love y'all, man. For real. Oh, okay. Never mind. Let us pray. Most gracious kind of God, our Father, Lord God, we thank you for this day. Thank you for this time. Thank you for waking us up this morning, clothing us in our right mind, giving us reasonable source of strength. Thank you for blessing our efforts over the weekend, even in the midst of a storm, and allowing us to fellowship and share with each other. Continue to touch everybody that helped us and volunteered, and give them a blessing for just being there for us. Lord God, as we continue to do what you gave us, we ask you to continue to bless it, and we ask you to bless Tony's family and my family, Queen's family, and every family that's assembled. And we ask you to do this in your dollar son Jesus' name. And somebody shout it, amen.
Amen, man. We'll see y'all tomorrow morning, same bad time,
same bad place.
2 Minute Hats. Let's talk about it.
It's the 2 Minute Hats podcast with your host with the most, Tony and Lavelle. Every morning from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. We also have Queen Watkins with Clock That P. Tune in with us and have a great time. Let's talk about it right here. 2 Minute Hats podcast.